Believe it or not, one of your car's best friends might be this simple lawn sprinkler. Now, how could that be a big thing with a car? Well, if you live in any part of the country where they use salt on the road, or they use any kind of a brine to help that salt stick to the road, well, your car underneath could have a lot of salt. Well, salt is highly corrosive. It's one of the major things that causes rust. So how does this play into it? Well, the first thing that you do when the weather gets nice is that you pull the car up into the driveway or someplace and you take a lawn sprinkler like this, put it under the front of the car, and you let it sit there and run full blast for 3 or 4 hours. Takes a long time for the water to get circulated through all of these parts and so on. Now, the next thing you do is that you take the lawn sprinkler and you move it to the middle of the car in another 3 or 4 hours, and finally to the back of the car for another 3 or 4 hours. So you might be looking at a 2-day process here. Big thing is that you want water to get completely circulated around every place underneath the car and all the little cracks and crevices and so on, and that will help wash away the rust. The other thing is to remember that, now the weather is clearing up a little bit. Well, now is the worst time for salt, because you'll see this salt laying alongside the road. It's white, it's powder. As the car goes down the road, you see this dust coming up from underneath the car from this dried salt. And that dry, powdery salt gets into places where the coarse stuff, when the snow is actually on the road, where that coarse stuff would never get because it's fine powder. So this time of the year, make sure that you take a garden hose and you wash your car and you go through all of the cracks and crevices. Take the hose and just go down along the doors, between the fender and the hood, and all of these places where there's a crack or a crevice, to rinse out any salt dust that is laying there. Because if you don't, that dust, well, it absorbs moisture when it rains, and moisture activates the salt, and that causes corrosion. Hey, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Goss's Garage on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, and for more car tips, tricks, and money-saving ideas, visit goss-garage.com. Drive gently. See you next time, right here in Goss's Garage.